Orchids Garden USA here. My name is Milo. I'm gonna video one of my Phalaenopsis again. This is a miniature Phalaenopsis. This one has been blooming since early fall, I'd say, because the buds came out last summer and it just took a while for it to develop into a beautiful flower. And this one is pretty unusual, which is unusual for me to have two sets of flowers. Beautiful, just really beautiful. Very unusual for me to grow a Phalaenopsis like that, but somehow it does really well when I put him outside. But anyway, this is a miniature Phalaenopsis, and I'm gonna show you. Oh, before I show you, I'm videoing this because it is almost done blooming. Almost all the buds are open and now they are flower. So this one is growing in a sphagnum moss, as you can tell right there. I put the agate or rock in there. Sphagnum moss, and doing really well. And beautiful orchids, beautiful flower, lots of them. Phalaenopsis is really not hard for me to grow. It's one of my orchids that I do really well on. Water them when it needs it, fertilize when it needs it, just like that. This flower right here, this plant Phalaenopsis, is not that picky, and it loves it when I place it outside in summer, 50 degrees and above, you know, in the spring. Then I leave him outside, and I water whenever it needs water. See, that one right there is almost done blooming right there, one of them drying out, and it's so pretty. Look how pretty the flower is. Look at that. It is beautiful, and it's very unusual for Phalaenopsis, for me anyway, to grow two sets of flower right there. See that? There's two. There's one on this side. This is one set, and here's another set right here. Very unusual for me to do that. Usually it's one, but this time I have two. So when I leave my orchids outside last summer, it really helps them grow and develop buds. It helps develop a spike, and it grows really well. You know, it has that feeling of being outdoor, like in the wild, where, you know, they grow so well. And I'm just really happy and surprised that I was able to grow two sets of flower. But anyway, so this one I water once a week, and I use regular fertilizer, which is a Miracle Grow, for all the plant food. It's a plant booster or something like that. That's the one that I use, a fertilizer. And I fertilize once every time I water. I mix it with a little bit of fertilizer every time I water, and I don't put it very strong, otherwise it will start rotting, and root rot and crown rot. And when I water my orchids, I do not water right on the middle where the new leaf comes out. I don't water in that area. I keep that dry. If I keep my orchids indoor. Now, it's a different story if I leave it outside, and I'm gonna tell you why. I'm growing my orchids indoor. I do not water right here, right in the middle. This part right here, I do not water that area in there. If I'm growing it indoor, only because it will cause crown rot. They call it a crown rot, and that's why I don't water that part. And if I do, when I start watering, then I just dry it quickly with a paper towel and all that. I don't let the water sit in there, because otherwise it's gonna kill it. I'm gonna get crown rot. So anyway, it is beautiful, as you can see right here. Look how beautiful that is. And this one right here on this side, it's just really gorgeous. And I thought, oh my gosh, I gotta video this now, because otherwise it's gonna start falling. You know, it started, already lost a couple of buds, a couple of flower. And really surprised that I was able to have 2 sets of flowers in here. And pretty amazing, actually. Pretty proud of myself. Now I know what to do with them, you know, in summer. Keep it outside in a shaded area. When I keep it outside, when I water them, I just turn on the house, you know, because it's warm outside anyway. And it dries out in the afternoon because there's sun, you know, it's sunny. So I keep it outside and hang it in the shaded area under my fruit trees branches, and I hang it in there. And I do not expose them in the sunlight because it will burn really bad. And I have some proof in there because this plant went through, it burned. See that part right there? That burned. It got exposed from the sun and I didn't know it. But anyway, I was glad that it's not gonna hurt the plant. It's just gonna fall out. That leaves is gonna fall out. But anyway, very careful not to expose them directly on the sunlight because it will definitely burn. And these leaves right here is liquid inside, and that's what keeps them growing without any water for a while, you know. And it could go for at least like 1 month without water. I've noticed that because when we went on vacation, we were gone for the whole month. And I came back, they were totally dehydrated, but they were still alive. So it, you know, my plants, I never really kill them because they're dehydrated. The only time that I kill them is when I water the crown. That's the only time that I kill them. I water the crown, and if I don't water them for like a month, for about like 2 months or so, then, you know, I'm gonna lose it because it dries out really fast. It becomes jerky. But anyway, I just want to show you the plants, and thank you so much for watching, and I hope you like the video. It is my joy in this channel, and it is the content of P Orchids Garden USA is orchids and gardening, and I love them and I enjoy growing them. Really pretty. Look how pretty this flower is. I'm using my iPad right now. My cell phone is live streaming. Alright, so thank you so much. Like I said, there are some anyway, like I